Hi, Cancers. This is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watcher. This is your December 2024 love reading. So this is your monthly love reading. I do have some charms. I do have some initials. So we're going to be using those today as well. So let's see what Spirit has for you. Let's see what Spirit wants to share with all of us, and we'll get our cards going. Welcome back, everybody. Welcome to anybody that's new. I'm so grateful that you've been guided here. Spirit, please share with me any loving messages that you have for my Cancers. What is it that you want them to know? What is it that you need them to hear today? Please take with you what connects to you. Leave the rest for everybody else. Spirit, please share with me. I have shoveling away what no longer is needed. letting go of any emotions that are no longer needed. That's a good way to say it, like shovel it away and just get rid of it. That's good. I have communication. Somebody is ready to reach out. That's coming into me as a reaching out feeling. If you've been waiting to hear from somebody, you are connecting to somebody now. You guys may be going back and forth a lot, but I've got lots of communication, lots of reaching out coming in. I have all tied up. Now that's coming into me as I've been busy, and I don't know if that's a red flag for me right now. It's a little bit of a excuse. I've been busy. I don't want you to be in those pen pal relationships where you're just texting people and it's not going anywhere. You're not in a relationship with somebody unless you're seeing them and feeling them and sensing them, and you're going to their home, you see their friends, you see their family. You don't want to be in an emotional relationship with somebody over just a text message. So I want to make sure people aren't giving you excuses. I have satisfaction. I'm happy with the way things are, just came into me. I have trust your intuition. Your intuition is guiding you. Listen to your intuition. I have equal energy exchange. Ooh, I like that. So I have a present for you. I have a present for you and they have a present. I have a present for you and you have a present for them. That's nice. So it is almost a feeling of Spirit saying, I have a present for you. And I can't wait for you to unwrap it. I can't wait for you to see what's inside. And vice versa, that somebody's going to see, you know, your worth and your value, and you're a gift to somebody. So that's a nice way to look at it, isn't it? And I have community. I'm going to meet your family and friends. I'm starting to feel like you belong. So there is a beautiful sense of everybody's going to love you. And I always like that. I always think that if the person that you're starting out with says, my family's going to love you, I always feel like they know they're choosing the right one. They know that they can't wait for you to meet their siblings or their parents or see where they grew up, something like that. But it is, and even grown children, they just said. So for some of you that have adult children, I can't wait for you to meet my children. They're gonna adore you. So a sense of community, and also this sense of we are going to be a bigger family. We're going to be a combined family of some sort. So we could have children on either side. I have a 7 of Pentacles. I have a 10 of Wands. I have a Wheel of Fortune. And I have a 3 of Wands. The Wheel of Fortune and the 3 of Wands are very much a feeling of Spirit Spirit knows what you want. And it was very, I mean, fate, destiny, of course, but it came into me bigger than that. It came into me as it's out of our control. It was almost the sense of what's meant to be in your life it's bigger than us. And it just feels like it just arrives. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles is, I've been waiting for it, and I've done a lot of work, and it's been a long journey for me. And I've worked really hard on myself. But then that Wheel of Fortune came into me, and that future with the Three of Wands came into me as, well, this is much bigger than you. This is much bigger than both of us. So we do have to trust, and we do have to believe. So if this hasn't come into your life and you're doing the work, just keep remembering that divine timing is on your side. And there will be a day that you have exactly what it is that you want, and somebody sees you as this beautiful gift. But it was very much a feeling of, this is much bigger than us. And when we meet each other, it could be something that we talk about, that what are the chances that we met out of all the people in the world? Or how did God bring you to me? How lucky am I? And it's just a feeling of gratitude. It's just a feeling of a God moment, I guess we could say it that way, that you feel that, you know this is a divine connection, okay? And I guess the gratitude I'm appreciating. I'm appreciating that I know this is good. I know this is a blessing. I have a Tower. After a Tower. All right. I just went down a different path for a second, because when I said the Tower, it was very much a feeling of somebody ends something, of course, but they chose you to end it. So I don't know whether it was a third party involved or they were ending a relationship anyways, but you could have been the catalyst or the motivation for them to have some kind of finalization. They got somebody out of their system. They cut ties with somebody so that they chose you, is how it's coming into me. So there could be, you could have given them an ultimatum. I'm not interested in this. I'm not interested in you having ties to your ex, or that you're in a separation, but you're not divorced. I'm not interested in that. Or I'm not interested in, I'm separated, but we still share the same house because of finances. Really? But you could have been the catalyst for them to say, I'm going to leave. I'm going to do what we need to do for us to be together. So I did feel this cutting ties from the past in order to be together. And on some side, one side. It could be either side. I have a Ten of Pentacles. I could be really happy with you. I have a Hierophant. And the Hierophant came into me as I want to do the right thing. So this person has high values, could have been grew up in a very religious family. So they want to do the right thing. And I guess that's part of the equation, whatever the right thing is. I also have the Sun. So they also want to move on with their life, meaning they want to move on with you. And they just said to me, they're taking it all in. They're taking it all in, all the experiences. The ending, they could have like mixed emotions, because it could be bittersweet over here, even though it's been over for a long time. But then they have this beautiful new beginning happening. So they have new feelings and things are happening over here. But so they're trying to take it all in. And it's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster ride. And maybe they're sharing that with you, or maybe they are showing you in different ways that this is a lot. This is a lot. Everything's happening all at once, Spirit just said. So for those of you that feel that way, you're going to get through it, okay? And but it is a feeling. It's a lot going on all at once. There's a lot of movement. There's a lot of I feel there's multiple people involved, and I feel that we're trying to do the right thing, whether it's the right thing for kids, the right thing for ourselves, the right things for our future. So you guys will figure it out. But I do feel that we're struggling with it's everything's happening all at the same time. And take a deep breath and you will get through this, whatever it is. All right, so let's get some initials. Now, don't worry about if you don't see your person's initials. Doesn't mean it's not your reading. These are just clues. I just like to do different things. I like to incorporate a lot of different things in my reading. So just take it as it is. All right, so I've got some tarot tiles in here also. So I'm just gonna grab a handful and let me see what Spirit has for you. Let's start with the tiles. So I have a Chariot, so please move forward. We need to move forward, and we need to move forward together, Spirit just said. We both have to want this. I have a Tower and it's upside down, and I'm going to take it upside down because I feel that the worst is over or about to be over. If the worst was getting to the point where we had to make a decision to be together, then the worst is over. And I feel that we just have to just move on, because maybe sometimes the decision to be together is hard, and it takes a while. I have a Moon, and I have an Emperor. Okay, so this is somebody who's made up their mind. This is somebody I feel like they've made up their mind, and I'm going to say they choose you. I'm going to say that, you've fallen in love and you have decided that you guys want to be together, and you're trying to figure out a way to be together. Let's see what the letters are. I have the letter M. I have the letter C. I have a P. I have two P's. I have a G. I have a Z. I have an E. And I have lots of numbers, so I'm going to see what numbers jump out at me. I have a 43. These could be ages. I have a 24. I'm going to put this one down here. 24. I have a 28. So there could be an age difference. There could be somebody that's a few years difference here. Age difference. I have a 66. And I have a 7, but that's coming into me more as July. So I'm just going to see if I feel any names. Okay. Okay, the MC is coming into me like the beginning of a last name, like an Irish name, like McDuffie, something like that. Duffy, maybe even a nickname, Buffy as a nickname. I'm a rhymer. The G feels like Gina, something along those lines, or Jean, spelt with a G. That feels pretty strong to me. I have a P. I'm going to say Paul. I am going to say Paul. I'm asking about the E. I'm going to say Ed, but I feel like it's somebody in the spirit world. I feel like it's somebody's grandfather, father, Edward, but everybody called him Ed, Eddie, something like that. So my whole body just tingled. So I'm going to go with that. I'm going to go with that. So those are the letters, and let's see what other cards they have for you. Let's see. Okay. Spirit, please share with me messages for December. Messages for December for my Cancers. I have peace. We all want peace. When we balance silence with activity, we discover true peace of mind, the source of all joy and happiness. Raise your hand if you want peace of mind in a relationship. You know, that you'd rather not be in a relationship if you didn't have your peace of mind. And peace of mind is key, that I'm comfortable within my own skin. I am calm. I'm happy. I'm joyful. So peace of mind is so important within relationships. I have self. Beautiful. Go within. When we invest more energy in developing our spiritual lives, the outer world begins to take care of itself. It's true. You don't have to worry about anything else. You only have to worry about yourself. And because you're not in control of so many things around you. And the things that you can control are within you. I can control how I feel. I can control what I say to people. I control who I allow in my energy, into my life, into my energy. But I can't control a war on the other side of the world. I can't control what somebody else is doing. You know, so some of that we have to let go of, and we have to just kind of. It's not selfish to. Take care of yourself first and say what's best for me today. That's not selfish. And maybe Spirit's saying you need to do more of it. Let's see. And I have presence. I love presence. Bring your mind into the present moment. Oh boy. Now it is the only place to be. In the present, right? In the moment. Stay in the moment with this person. Don't project into the future. Just assume that if this is the right person, the future will come, that you'll go through all of the stages that people go through in a loving relationship, and the future will just be here before you know it. So stay in the present. That's where the joy happens. That's where the fun happens. And sometimes we project too far into the future, and we're wondering, is this the person I'm going to spend the rest of my life with? We're not there yet, Spirit's saying. We're not ready to ask those questions yet. So we want to just enjoy what's right in front of you. I like this feeling of also that if they cut ties and choose you, it is a form of a commitment. So I wouldn't say that you are, you shouldn't feel insecure in any way, because it is a form of a commitment by just their actions, just them deciding that they want to move forward with a life with you. I have an 8 of Swords. They feel trapped. They felt trapped. I have a 6 of Wands. I have a Queen of Cups, and I have a Knight of Pentacles. Very much a feeling of we're going to figure this out over time. And I do feel like your person has said multiple times, it's harder than you think. I have a lot at stake. I feel trapped. I don't know if I can do this. I'm sure that there has been times until they got to the point where they realized that they only wanted you. And if it meant cutting ties with something else or moving on with their life in a different way, then that's the choice they want to make. And I do feel like they see something in you that they haven't seen in anybody else in their lifetime. It could be almost the first time that they're in love, even though they could have shared a life, even had children with somebody else. But they could be saying to you, I've never felt this way before. And I don't want to walk away from it. Not at this stage in my life. I just don't want to walk away from it. So I do feel like they make a hard choice to be with you. I have a Judgment. I have a Queen of Pentacles. And I have a Queen of Wands. I don't want you to worry about what anybody else thinks. Nobody else gets a say in how you want to live your life or who you choose to be with. Because it almost came into me as I'm afraid of gossip. I'm afraid of what are people going to say? That you fell in love? Okay, you fell in love. Whoops, welcome to the real world. People fall in love every day of the week. So you fall in love and you choose to be together. And that's what's happening. And he sees or she sees in you this beautiful queen of strength. This little turkey's jumping out at me. There's something going on around Thanksgiving. These two turkeys, like gobble, gobble, just like jumped off this card. There could be some news around Thanksgiving. There could be that could be a breaking point. That could be a big discussion. It could be when somebody makes a move, when somebody pulls a trigger. That really jumped out at me. So for somebody out there, Thanksgiving is like a big whoop. We really turned something. Let's get some charms. Let's see what else is going on. This is a I'm going to say intense reading. I'm going to say intense. This is intense. What are you doing to me? All right, let's get a charm. So I'm just going to stir the pot here. This is my antique glass collection I pulled out. I'm so excited about it. I want this side of the bowl. Let's see what's on this side. Okay, there we go. That's a good scoop. All right, this is intense. This is intense. But I no doubt there. What did we say earlier? Everything is happening all at once. So there's an explosion. There's like holding my breath until somebody says something that makes me feel that everything's going to be okay. So it's very intense. Maybe the holidays are making it harder for some reason. All right, let's see. I have a number 15. Number 15. That could have meaning. I have an H. I have the letter L. I have a Y. All right. Wave your magic wand. I have a magic wand. Make a wish. Okay. Make a wish. Ask Spirit what it is that you want. I have these two beautiful angels in each other's arms. So little Cupid angels in each other's arms. Found each other. Beautiful. I have, what does this say? I have two hearts. Two hearts coming together. I have a tree, or is this a peacock? This is a peacock. Of course, I always see a peacock as strutting, like strutting their stuff. But the colors, for some reason, are jumping out at me more than it's like a jewel tone. People, maybe somebody who wears all jewel colors. You wear royal blue and emerald greens and just kind of those jewel toned colors. Maybe those are your colors. Maybe that's something where you have something along those lines. They're kind of intense colors. There's something going on. Or I'm going to go with the name Julie. Juliana, but I have this, I feel like the colors, I mean, I guess I'd have to look at a peacock feather. I'm just talking off the top of my head, but those are, I feel like they're jewel tones, you know, those are the colors. All right. I have a find joy in the journey. So staying in the present again. I do have a baby carriage. So thoughts of a baby. And this is interesting because I have a paw. My nails have a hard time picking up these little, all right, I'll lift it up in a minute. I have a baby carriage and I have an animal paw. So it was almost like for a younger couple, we get a puppy first and we talk about getting a puppy because it's like practicing for a child someday. And so we want to get a puppy first and get used to the idea of taking care of something. So there's a puppy in your future. And then it was this baby carriage. So we're going to have a dog. I'm asking what kind of dog we've talked about. I feel like it's I'm going to say labradoodle, like it's got curly hair and it's kind of cute and it's kind of medium size. Like we're not getting a big dog, but I feel like I love labradoodles or cockapoodles or something like that. I don't know. All these mixes that have the curly, it has curly hair is how I feel. All right, let's see. What does this say? This is like a reindeer sleigh. Go for a ride. Okay. I have a wheel for a boat. They're saying steering your way. Steering your way. So this energy, I guess, is being steered towards you. If you haven't found this energy yet, maybe spirit is steering it or your lost loved ones is steering it. So I'm going to take that. I also have 2 rings. I have 2 diamond rings. So I have an exchange of wedding bands. So for those of you that would like to get married, here is your beautiful proposal ring. It's gorgeous. It is a 4-carat diamond. There you go. All right, let's see. And I have a ruler. I have a ruler. Now, when was the last time you used a ruler? They're saying to me old school. Old school. So you've got old school energy. Somebody who does things traditionally, maybe somebody who they like to do things very traditional, masculine role, feminine role, something like that. They have a little bit of old-fashioned values because that's all they know. But it came into me as old school. It doesn't mean that they're old. It just means that they prefer the more traditional lifestyle, or they prefer how things used to be. It wasn't broken. Why fix it? So there's a sense of, maybe, you know, the person who I'm going to say the opposite of somebody who like keeps up with electronics, like every new phone they have to get. This person has a phone and it works, and they're kind of like, if it's not broken, I'm not going to fix it. I'm going to use this one. So they're not chasing technology. They wouldn't be chasing the next new thing. They keep up with it, but they wouldn't be chasing it. So this isn't somebody that's like high techy, or somebody who can get in and out of a computer or phones or something like that. And they may even describe themselves that way. Like, I'm old school and it works for me and it's not broken. So I'm not gonna change it. So the best example I can give is the person whose cell phone is 5 years old and they don't care. It works. That's the best example I can give. All right, let's see what else they have for you. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need my Cancers to know? Those turkeys. That turkey really jumped out at me. I have a Santa Claus, so that came into me as a surprise. A little bit of I have a surprise for you. A little bit of a, is this real energy? Because maybe it's too good to be true. You know, are you real? Is this love really happening? And sometimes when we start to fall in love, you just can't believe it. You just can't wrap your head around it. But it is. I met you at a party, the number 15. It's the second time we have the number 15, right? I have Mrs. Claus. So I have Santa Claus and I have Mrs. Claus. So we make a good team. We make a good team. And she's got like a glove on, so it looks like she's working. So maybe we like to do things. Maybe we like to do projects around the house, or we want to renovate a house. Maybe we've always dreamed of buying a house and flipping it. Maybe we both like to garden or do things outside, something along those lines. I have an angel around you, the number 28, and the color blue. I feel like the blue means something, and I'm not sure why. I'm just asking Spirit if it means anything. I just feel like that blue, the color blue, has meaning to me. Okay, I'm going to let that pass. I'm not getting anything clear. I'm not getting anything like really clear on that, other than just I feel like it's important, but maybe somebody else picks up on that. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have for us? What is it that you need me to know? I have a King of Cups. I have a Ten of Wands. I have a Fool. And I have a Ten of Cups. Beautiful. There's a family. There's the puppy. Look, there's the puppy, and then there's the baby. Thank you, Spirit. So for those of you that want to have a family, there's the puppy, and then there's the baby on the way. How nice. The Ten of Wands is a little bit of I never made time. Up until now, I put this on the back burner, and I just focused on my career. I just stayed busy. I have a full life. I have friends. I have family. And I just feel like I just never made time until the right person came along. So I probably have not dated a lot of people, or haven't been in a relationship for a little while either. Or the relationship that I've been in, I haven't been happy with for a long time, right? You're the first person to come along that they're willing to change their life to be with you. And I don't necessarily even feel like it's a third party, because I don't feel like we got involved until something ends. I feel like you just didn't do that to yourself. But they're saying now, like, there was always something there. If something changes, something will happen. But unless this person was willing to make a change, unless this person was willing to choose you and to be with you and to move forward with you, I feel like you weren't willing to be the other person. So I think that you said no, or somebody said no. It could be on the other side. But I do also feel like the same time, this person sees you as somebody that they could spend their life with, that they could have a family with. Maybe they didn't want to have a family with somebody else. Maybe it wasn't working out, or they had lost their feelings for that person a long time ago. So This person is making a change, is how it's come into me. I have a 5 of Wands. I have a High Priestess. Honesty. And I have a 9 of Wands. It says, trust me. Take my hand. Trust me. We can do this together. So it's a little bit of a round and round we went, which I feel like we talked about already with this, the feeling of everything is happening all at once. And we have to decide. Somebody has to decide. And then I feel like I have this weight lifted off of my shoulders. Spirit, please share with me. Nothing compares to you. Beautiful. They want to be with you. They do. They want to be with you. I feel like they probably were in a very unhappy relationship for a long time, but they didn't want to leave it. So they just focused on their work. It was what it was. They weren't going to, make waves. They were just going to kind of settle. And then I feel like something better came along, and it was time for them to say, I haven't been happy for a long time. I haven't been happy for years. And that's when they decide to change their life. And it's not because of you, it's because they haven't been happy. You are my destiny. And that was that feeling I had earlier, that this is bigger than us. You are the love of my life. Gorgeous. I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. So they're ready to take a leap of faith, and they are probably feeling a little insecure. So they may need some reassurance with, I love you as much as you love me. But I am not going to be waiting around for you, or I'm not going to be in a third party situation, and I'm not going to put myself in a third party situation. So those could be the discussions that are happening. But I'm going to go with this feeling of, what did they say? That you're my present, right? You're my gift. And I really liked that. I liked this feeling of you're the gift in my life. You're the blessing in my life. So let's do some blessing cards. Since we're in December, let's do a couple of blessings and see what Spirit wants you to have. I have a blessing for the right words. You'll have the right words. That's one of those things where you say, God give me strength, and God share with me what can I say that is fair to them and fair to me, and nobody's getting hurt, so you will find the right words. You'll feel them, and you just have to ask to be guided. And let's get another blessing. A blessing on this love, a blessing on your love. That this love is real. They had asked us, is this real? Because it feels too good to be true. Is this real? Yes. And they're saying, stay in the present, stay in the moment, look at what's right in front of you. And, but know that it's real. And I have a blessing for healing of injuries or illness. Please take care of those around me. Please make sure that my children are healthy, my parents are healthy, my siblings, friends. So prayers for anybody that is struggling. Let's put this out into the universe. It's a beautiful reading, and we got a lot going on. We definitely have a lot going on, and it's all happening at once. You may feel an emotional roller coaster right now, but just know that there will be another side and things will get better. So let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. How beautiful. And I want to thank everybody for being here. If you were newly guided to my channel today, welcome. No coincidences. Hit that like button, subscribe. I'd love for you to join us. Thank you all for your comments, your kind words. It really keeps me going. I really enjoy reading them. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, I'll put my website link below, kathymamolenspsychicmedium.com. And in the meantime, I'll see you guys all again real soon in another Love Messages.